So, for comparison, this is now a full grip build, so I have to adjust my playstyle a little bit. This car is incapable of drifting, traction control, pure full downforce, and every unique upgrading part is set to track and racing. This car will suck off-road. This car will suck at a drift event. It will excel at everything else. Man, this is actually a really dope time trial. Especially for these time trials, I think grippy cars are going to be extremely fast. Nice. That time is a lot harder to beat. I beat Kuru1, what a loser. I would love if they introduced like a worldwide leaderboard. Yep, beat it by half a second. Good enough, I'm happy with that. 58,000 bang. Actually, let's finish up everything that has the new tag to it, which is off-road. We are gonna change this car to an off-road build. Off-road Ferrari FXX K incoming. You ready? Loadouts would be nice. If there's one thing I want the devs to include in the game is loadouts. Man, this car might be inherently bad for... Yeah, this car is probably inherently bad for off-road. So even when putting everything to... Let's try it anyways. It's like it's medium between off-road and race. This car might suck, because I can't put it to off-road more. Let's try it, I have to try it at least once. So, by putting all rally items on the car, it's a perfect mix between road and off-road. Like, it's perfectly balanced. Look at the speed limit though. Being off-road. The thing is, even off-road races contain very often a track part. So having like a balance build for this might not even be bad. Yeah, the thing is now you can go faster. You can go faster off-road. If you have a pure off-road build, like 220 is possible. Why would you want real off-road cars when you can have this? To quote Clarkson, this is great, but I like this. There are a lot of drifting events. I'm actually gonna build a drift. I'm gonna build a drift car soon. Okay. Let's test out a drift build for the FXX K. More testing. It's quite satisfying to get those racing lines even with the drift handling. Okay, let's make a direct comparison. I'm gonna do the same event but now with the grip build. 3:30, I can remember that. Guys, remember 3 minutes 30. 3 minutes 30 with the drift build. I'll do the same event right now with the grip build. Yeah, the live tuning is a big part of it too. I have to put on grip. See, a corner like this, it's a lot harder to get quick. I wonder how many seconds I saved just by cutting. But, you know, I can do the same thing again. I can switch back to the drift handling and see if I can do better. Even, you know, with cutting too. Like, especially this cut here, this seems super worth it. I'm gonna run it again against my drift build. One thing that the drift build has advantage of is the live tuning, being tuned to low downforce, which means there's less air resistance, you have better acceleration. So that was 5 seconds faster. So the best time I got so far was grip, 3:25. But I'm gonna do it again. That was 5 seconds faster. But now I'm gonna switch back. I'm gonna switch back and use the same strategies, because I did use different strategies. So grip was faster by 5 seconds on the first attempt. Let's switch back to drifting. Okay, this is like really hybrid. This is basically a race build that can drift. 3:25 is the time to beat of grip. Showcase suspension, race tires, and showcase differential. Let's give it a go. I think the tires are really important, performance-wise. Fuck! How am I supposed to time trial? Come on! time to beat 325. I think the full drift build is gonna be better than this, because this is like an intermediate thing. Not a fan of the current setup. I think I'm gonna go back to the drift tires. Oh, that was fast. 320. I think a mix might be faster, guys. I think you know, a grippy car that can also drift has an advantage. Whoa, that was 5 seconds faster. See, the drift tires take away a lot of my acceleration, which I wanted to keep the race tires on. I kind of want to test off-road tires on the road. They look way better than the regular tires while still having proper grip. That's so weird. That is so weird, I have to test it. Don't block me. Oh yeah, this is good. Oh, this is good. If you have like a hybrid that is very grippy but can also drift, I think that is gonna be the winning setup. That's what I said when I played the game too. Like, I had some grip builds, I had some drift builds, but those hybrids that are very grippy but do have the ability to drift around corners were insane now. Oh, it's so smooth. It's so satisfying to drive in this game. That's exactly what I want from a racing game. I want a smooth, fast racing around the corners. Okay, that didn't make a big difference. That might just be better driving. I kind of want to test it again with the build that I had earlier. See if I can reproduce it. Okay, let's try it again, but with the race tires again. See, that's a downside of not having off-road tires. It's so funny, off-road tires on the road have a good amount of acceleration, but let the car drift a lot more easily. I did the same tune, I got a 320. I actually do think the off-road tires are better. Best time I've gotten was 318 with off-road tires. So max. I put on a dual turbo. I put on the 5-bottle 3-pound showcase suspension, brakes, off-road tires because they make the car more drifty. Elite Plus clutch, 7-speed, showcase differential. Auxiliary is powerful, power NOS. You know what I'm gonna do now? I'm gonna do nitrous extra mix for comparison, because I don't know if power is really better than like this mix here. So that was the tune that I was using before, and now I'm gonna do full grip. Full grip coming up. Race tires and the track suspension. Yeah, now the car is all the way race, all the way road. And let's try this event again as a grip event. Best time I got in a... like that. Okay. Yeah, but I'm not even close. That was another 325. Yeah, grip is slower, guys. Grip is definitely slower. You want a hybrid. You want a hybrid that can drift well. There is no way I can beat my own drift build with this. So yeah, showcase differential, off-road tires, showcase suspension. That's what I'm using. This should easily be sub 320 and basically show that on this track in this car, drifting is definitely faster. I need to, you know what I think is a big difference? Putting the live tuning to low downforce. The thing is, you can't do low downforce if you have a grip build. Like, that only works with a drift build. Another 319. 5 seconds faster than gripping. There might be a few events that have like a lot of, slow corners where gripping is good. And I do think there are some of those. But for like longer tracks, this definitely beats it. And it's also a lot easier. It's way harder to do a mistake with that handling. Cool. Awesome. I love learning new stuff. So the Kuru recommendation goes out towards the drift builds. I'm not gonna call anyone out that said, grip is faster than drift, because I never felt that way. Even playing the Gamescom, I knew grip was viable for the first time, which is cool, but it didn't seem to actually beat this. I didn't see that it would beat the drift handling. But I do think there are some very, low speeds with lots of corners tracks where the grip FXX K is probably faster. Pure drift? No, pure drift is gonna be slower. Hybrid. You want to do hybrid. Hybrid with low downforce.